Now, Jenna, Harry walked in yesterday on his own, which really kind of stood out. He took his seat in the third row behind Prince Anne's stunning headwear there. Now, this is how he was described by one observer on Twitter, using an Aussie rules analogy, which I love. Yeah. This has very former premiership player who defected to crosstown rivals for more money show up for the 10-year flag reunion vibes. Is there a better way that could have been described?
I have been racking my brain. It's got big Wayne Carey before he was cancelled energy, going back to North Melbourne. I'm sorry, I've gone very niche, but it's very much that.
But again, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Look, that whoever said that, I think you are the best on ground, because I think it's absolutely fantastic. But I've got to say something controversial. I missed Meg. I don't know why. There was enough drama there yesterday, but I just sort of missed that she just would have been that extra element of, I don't know, panache.
But don't you think their currency, can't you see their currency ebbing before our very eyes? The fact that he was largely irrelevant, I mean, it would have made much difference.
Oh, they're tanking like a critical mineral that no one's heard of. Yeah. I just think that she would have, I think maybe because I'm just so superficial, I just would have loved to have seen what she wore, how she carried herself, and, the crowd's response would have been very interesting.
Yes, I think that's what she was afraid of.
Yeah.
That would have been epic. Now, I'm unashamedly Team Princess Anne. She was just so good. Her role in the procession, she was just beaming. God, she held her own, didn't she?
Absolutely. And look, I'm not surprised. If anyone can be relied upon to be traditional and to be serene and to do what's required at all costs, it's Princess Anne, to your point earlier, basically being her brother's bodyguard as the new king. In the procession, so yeah, she was terrific, and I think just did it with that sort of no nonsense attitude. It wasn't, the spotlight was not on her, but it was on her in a way. So I think there's a new admiration for Anne, definitely.
That no nonsense attitude, I think, is a really good point. I loved her. I think she's actually a great role model.
Absolutely.
And she's got that really elegant, no BS way about her. And even the interview that she did earlier in the week was magnificent, and I loved the leader bottle of gin sitting next to her. I was like, well played. But she really is someone who we don't generally think about when we talk about role models, but she is.
I think it's because she's not very visible, specifically here in Australia. I know that she came out recently and she toured at the Royal Easter Show in Sydney, but she is one of the hardest working royals, and that isn't, an oxymoron. They do go out, they do press the flesh to these, very small niche events. They shake a lot of hands, there's a lot of small talk. She has something like 900 events a year without cameras and without the public kudos.
Without cameras,
and I think that's why the modern monarchy is going to be it's going to be a really beautiful type of pavlova. There's layer upon layer of experience, personality, and an approach. And I think that's what, and Queen Anne, she will be the sponge at the bottom of that.
Yeah,
Queen Anne, my Freudian slip.
Yeah, no. She has, and I didn't even realise it was a mistake. That's how I agree with it. Yeah, bored with that. Yeah. Now, Louise, we've talked a lot about the royal kids. We've talked about them. Are they going to go? Are they not going to go? Are they going to be involved? What are they going to do? There were a few cheeky moments, but I think overall they were really well behaved, and I think they really added to it in the end, particularly Prince George.
Well, Prince George as a page boy, just terrific as well. And I think, like any family event, it's the children that make it, really. And there was Louis sort of with his double wave.
Oh, he was so cute, wasn't
he? So cute from the carriage and stuff, and sort of William sort of asking him to sit down, etc., etc. And also Charlotte, just, the model image of her mother and that beautiful bespoke outfit as well. So, look, a lot of training goes into these kids, let's face it. They're not just three children plucked out of Sydney and put into a royal procession, but honestly, they're regal, they're respectful, and they were a bit humble as well. You didn't sort of get that elitist sort of vibe from them. They were very much there for their father and, of course, for their beloved pa.
But even so, getting a 4-year-old like that focus, that takes some doing.
Oh, yeah, 3 kids under 10 to behave like that, incredible. I don't know anyone's ever done that with their children. Certainly not me.
They will be copping a lot of refined sugar this week, that's
yes. And they're going to have a great Christmas. They are going to have a brilliant Christmas. May's not too early to start promising.
No, absolutely not.